Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Women's Soccer Show news segment covering the 1st of March to the 7th of March, 2021. This is a news segment that will drop every Monday. It's a 10-minute or less segment with all of the news and none of the opinions. Some weeks you'll get the news from me, Sarah, and other weeks you will get the news from Helen with her UK accent. Don't forget, our regular episodes are still dropping every Tuesday. This is just an added bonus. So let's kick it off, starting with the FAWSL. The WSL is back in full swing. There were many games played on Sunday, and you can listen to our episode dropping Tuesday to get a breakdown of all of those games. We have one more game for the week on Monday today, which is Reading versus Bristol City, which is sure to be a good matchup. There has been little movement in the table based on the games this weekend, with Chelsea and City sitting comfortably in spots 1 and 2, and United 4 points ahead of Arsenal for the final Champions League spot. Moving on into the NWSL, the NWSL preseason matches have kicked off. Kansas City, the former Utah Royals, have played the Orlando Pride in a closed match preseason game and will have 3 more games versus college teams in a lead up to the Challenge Cup. Other teams will be doing the same, playing closed-door friendlies, so these will not be available for streaming, but teams are gearing up for the Challenge Cup. In other news, the Chicago Red Stars announced that a new ownership group has invested in the team. In keeping with the current trend in new ownership in the NWSL, this ownership group encompasses well-known names in sports, entertainment, technology, and business. Sarah Spain, the notable ESPNW reporter, is among those names in the investment group. Each roster has made final cuts, getting each team down to 32 players total for the upcoming Challenge Cup. Updated rosters can be found on the NWSL website. The Challenge Cup kicks off April 9th. Continuing on into international news out of the U.S. Soccer Federation, and disappointing news coming out of the U.S. Soccer Federation. The U.S. Soccer Athletes Council removed Seth John after his racist comments. John is a former captain of the U.S. Soccer 7-a-side Paralympic team and a U.S. military veteran. He was speaking in opposition to repealing the policy requiring athletes to stand for the national anthem. In speaking, John apparently made several racist and inaccurate claims, including stating that there was, quote, relatively zero data to substantiate, end quote, police brutality, and made false assertions about slavery in the history of the United States. Moving on to the rest of the leagues around the world, it has been a blast to have our leagues back after the international break. There is no big news out of any other leagues other than fixtures. However, a couple to highlight that are coming up this week are PSG versus Lyon on Saturday, March 13th. That will be played at 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. British time. This is sure to be a deciding game for the French league. Atletico Madrid will take on Real Madrid this weekend as well on Sunday the 14th. Moving on into the Champions League, Wednesday, March 3rd, this past week, we saw Leg 1 of the Round of 16 Champions League. The final game of Leg 1 will be played this Tuesday and will feature PSG versus Sparta Praha. Leg 2 will begin this Wednesday, March 10th, and there will be one game on Thursday the 11th as well. A fun game to highlight for this week will be Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid, which will be played on Wednesday. And that is it for me and the news in 10 this week. For football games being streamed live around the world, check out atafootball.com. That's atafootball.com. It's free to sign up, and it's a great source for FAWSL, French Division 1, and Bundesliga live games. You can go back and watch other old fixtures too. And that's it from the Women's Soccer Show News in 10. Thanks, everyone.